We begin here at 5 with our first alert weather day and the wild conditions that we've seen over the last several hours.
And this morning and into the afternoon, we saw gusty winds knock down trees throughout the tri-state area, including here in Manhattan, in Queens, and on Long Island.
Flash flooding was also an issue, with high water covering roads and White Plains in Suffolk County.
And within the last hour, the winds really picked up here in the city as temperatures have begun to plummet. And we have team coverage with reporters across the tri-state area. Let's begin, though, with meteorologist Vanessa Murdock in our virtual studio, who's tracking it all. Vanessa?
Yeah, those winds that ramped up in the city, that's courtesy of a powerful cold front. And that was a severe thunderstorm warning. And we've watched those warnings get extended all the way out onto the island now. So northern Suffolk County as well as southern Fairfield County under a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30 tonight. And that's because of damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour possible. Here's a look at the storm track. We'll show you where this will be exactly when. Riverhead at 5:15. We're talking Southampton closer to 5:29. And then in East Hampton, just about off the island at 5:42. Now, if you look at the radar, there's not a lot happening here with rainfall. It is truly about the wind. Because of the wind and this powerful front rolling on through, we're going to anticipate these winds holding on strong until about midnight. So our first alert weather day stays in play until then. Again, it's those gusty winds that have gotten us for much of the day, gusting 50 to 60, bringing down trees and branches as well. Yeah, we've got some showers still, but the wind's the big factor. So tonight, as skies darken, winds stay powerful. Later, skies will clear as that cold front exits off the east end, and Arctic air is building in behind these powerful winds. It is going to feel so much colder as you step outside later tonight and tomorrow morning. Here are the real feels as we move forward. Right around now, that chill is starting to get close to 38 degrees. By 8 p.m., feeling like 23 degrees. If you're out in the wee hours of the morning, 2 a.m. feeling like 21, and the real feel at 5 a.m. is 22. This is a wild weather day. More on all those storm reports coming up shortly.
What a
back
fluctuation
to you now,
in one day's time. Vanessa Murdock, thank you. We'll check back in with you shortly.
And our team coverage continues now on Long Island. Carolyn Gusoff has more now on the flooding that happened there. She's in Hicksville. Carolyn.
Christine, I'm having a hard time just standing still. The wind is really still so gusty. It has been a very windy and rainy day that toppled trees and flooded streets. And now get ready for black ice as the temperature drops dramatically.
Ramon Nunez explains he had pulled over to the side of a Baldwin road to take a quick phone call when suddenly this tree came crashing down on his car.
All of a sudden, my floor shook and I heard boom. I looked out and I saw the tree on his car.
It's crazy. I mean, we've lived here for so long and it just fell down out of nowhere. But it's miraculous that there's no damage. He's really lucky.
Heavy downpours and gusty winds made for difficult travel across Long Island. In Great Neck, a tree came down on power lines on West Mill Road, setting 3 cars on fire. On Old Country Road in Carl Place, downed power lines closed an exit on the Meadowbrook Parkway. At Jones Beach, Ocean and Bay converged into the parking lots. And in Freeport, residential streets flooded, making for a rough go for many who worried about their holiday decor and cars.
You see how these people drive? Sometimes they drive fast and all the water just pushes right through.
And now as the temperature takes a nosedive, travel tonight could be treacherous. After all this rain and melted snow could turn into black ice.
It's going to freeze tonight. Be careful going out there. There's trees down. Make sure before you go out that you let someone know that you're leaving and where you're going to. So if you have any problems, people can follow up with you.
And PSEG Long Island has had a very busy day, and they will be busy through the night. They've already restored 24,000 outages, and they have about 6,000 currently. They say the risk of power outages, downed lines, downed trees will continue through the night. Reporting from Hicksville, Long Island, back now to you, Christine and Doug.
All right, Carolyn, thank you.
And just like out on Long Island, with these strong winds, trees are going down one after another across the city. And Addie Guajardo is joining us live from Dyker Heights in Brooklyn, where people are just out trying to enjoy the Christmas lights. Addie, my guess is that the weather's not exactly cooperating with that.
Not exactly, Doug and Christine. This is the last weekend leading up to Christmas. They catch the Christmas lights out here in Diker Heights, and it's expected to get cold out tonight with temperatures dropping to 30 degrees below freezing and wind gusts expected to reach up to 60 miles an hour. The homeowner at this beautiful home that's lit up behind me tells me they're prepared out here. You can see behind me that Santa and that reindeer hunkered down with some cement blocks back there. This isn't the only area, though, being impacted by some of the severe weather warnings now in place. As we were driving out here to Diker Heights, our live truck was rocking back and forth. We could see some of those street lights as well being pushed around by those powerful winds. And I want you to take a look at this video right here. The powerful winds knocked down this tree on the Upper East Side, shattering windows and damaging several parked vehicles. You can see firefighters there sawing down that tree to free those vehicles. Over in Brooklyn, we captured another tree that completely was uprooted. It came crashing down and shattered the back window of this Subaru. Now let's go over to Bellerose. There was another tree down there that crashed through a fence and brought down some power lines in that area as well. But Doug, as you said, this weather is cold out here. It's not too windy right now. I did speak to a family who said they got out here nice and early so that they could get home by the time it got a little too cold. They said they initially looked at the rain, and then once it stopped, they said they decided to get out here. But the homeowner behind me tells me they're expecting tonight to still be busy and not really deter a lot of foot traffic, but we'll be tracking this very closely for you all. Reporting live in Diker Heights, Addie Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
All right, Addie, thanks very much.
Cement blocks holding down the inflatables.
Yes.
Not their first rodeo,
No,
is it?
absolutely not. Those are pros. Pros.
Absolutely. Well, this weather, as you can imagine, is also impacting air travel. Here's a live look at Newark Airport on what the FAA says is the busiest holiday travel day of the week, with nearly 52,000 scheduled flights.
But the weather, of course, is causing delays right now. According to the FAA, delays at JFK are over 2 hours. At LaGuardia and at Newark, departures are grounded due to the thunderstorms in the area, the high winds, of course. Christine Sloan is there with the latest.
All flight is canceled.
4-year-old Zulu Peone, along with his family, were heading to his grandparents in Indianapolis, but now they find themselves stranded at Newark's airport.
Because there's super wind and it was raining.
We went to check in at the kiosk, and it said, oh, you're not going to be able to check in until tomorrow. And we're like, what's going on? Our flight's supposed to leave in a couple of hours.
So where are you going to?
Where are we going?
To a cheap hotel.
They're rebooked for Saturday, but it wasn't easy getting to the airport.
We came from Tarrytown, which is about an hour from here, so we took an Uber. We have our luggage, all our car seats and everything, and then we got to the airport. We tried to check in, and they said you can't check in for an hour, and I was like, but our flight's today.
Turbulent weather canceling dozens of other flights at Newark Liberty International Airport. Some who got on their flights Friday morning describing scary moments as a storm moved in.
It was just really shaky. I think everyone was a little bit panicked. Someone was like throwing up beside us.
Like I was on a roller coaster that I didn't know where the end was for the drop.
AAA projects nationwide more than 8 million travelers will be flying to their holiday destinations during this busy travel week. That's a 2% increase from last year. Top getaways include Southern California, Florida, and Hawaii, but the Canadian couple glad to be visiting the Big Apple.
I'm in New York, you know? Yeah. I'm hyped. We wish there was a bit more snow, but we'll take the warm weather, I guess. We got here in one piece, so yeah, we'll take it.
That was Christine Sloan reporting. Meanwhile, today's windy weather is, of course, blamed for scattered area power outages. Con Ed is reporting 322 outages. PSEG Long Island reports more than 6,000. And Orange and Rockland Utilities report just over 200 outages. In New Jersey, PSE&G is reporting over 6,000, while JCP&L is dealing with more than 23,000 reported outages. And do stay with CBS News New York and our team of meteorologists tonight as they continue to track the wind and the falling temperatures. You can see their updates on air and on CBSNewYork.com.